We're drawing some classic Pokemon from memory, and boy, does it get weird. Hello, I'm Patrick. I'm an artist, and I like having fun with art. If you feel the same way, you should join me. A few weeks ago, I did a live stream where I drew Pokemon from memory, and I can't wait to show you what happened. Don't forget to let me know which one you like best. I always love hearing from people who are watching. Let's get to the art. Up first, we have Mew Two. Now, I had a bit of a trouble with Mew and Mewtwo. I couldn't remember which one was which. I decided in the end to go with the big scary one as Mewtwo, because I think Mew is like the baby and Mewtwo is like the big evil one. And yeah, I started getting to work on that. It really was a matter of just sort of sketching out this body pose. I have the image of it with its arms up and its tail, and I thought, yeah, I think I can sort of get close to it. You can see me here trying to sketch in some of the arms and the body shape. It doesn't quite get exactly where it's supposed to, but I do love the way this pose sort of turns out. I do some adjustments, the legs, just to get them to a better position. And ultimately, I'm pretty happy with what I came with. You know, to play Pokemon, to talk about Pokemon right now, you can't go anywhere without thinking a little bit about Palworld. Do you know about this game? Like, it's an absolute wild success. I say, do you know about this game, as if not everyone who's into Pokemon's heard of it. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I hear it's absolutely phenomenal and really cool, especially if you're a fan of games like Pokemon. I know there's a bunch of controversy about it, but really, it seems like a cool game. Have you played it yet? Can you recommend it to me? I don't know. If you like it, let me know what your favorite things are about it, least favorite things are. I'd love to hear. Once I had him in a position that I thought was great, I started working on some line art. I used just a really simple tool from Procreate. Yeah, I really like the way this line art turns out. There's some really good sort of loose flowing lines that make the character feel like it has a little bit of gritty energy. I don't know if that makes sense. Gritty as in like living sort of dark energy. I really love the sort of stupid tongue I gave it. It just seems to capture an essence of the absurdity of Pokemon real well. I never saw the original Pokemon movie, but I know Mew Two is a great evil in that film. Is he the core villain in that film? I mean, like, I'm sure there's some kind of Rocket Giovanni thing going on, but, like, you know, an evil Pokemon in essence. And I feel like it did justice to this character, giving him both a sort of evil vibe, but that sort of playfully silly vibe of a character from a kid's cartoon. To wrap things up, I just thicken up some of the lines. I like a good thick line right now in my line art, and so I always like to tighten things up. Let's check out the final version of Mewtwo. Raticate was next on the list, and I came into this one with a really good sense of what Raticate sort of looks like. That is to say that I knew he was the bad boy of Pokemon Rats, and that he was, you know, sort of Rattata who gained a few pounds and was now like fighting people on the streets. So I went for a chubby and chunky version of Raticate here. Definitely some mullet energy, and really just so close, yet so far in essence. To be honest though, I really like the way this guy turns out. He's so fun and really captures something of a playful energy for Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon, I think February 27th is Pokemon Day, right? Is that the day the original game came out? I don't exactly remember why that day is chosen. And I thought they usually released a new game on that day, but I can't think that I've heard anything about a new game this year. Maybe I'm just uninformed because, you know, I don't pay attention to everything. But yeah, so do you do anything special for Pokemon Day yourself? Do you like whip out Pokemon Red and just like go blast from the past? Or is it more of a religious holiday that passes you by? I do love the way this character has a lot of like really over-exaggerated forms, like his giant teeth or his really tiny arms or his sort of bulbous tail and long feet. It really brings character to this character in a way that captures something of the fun that I was having while drawing it. Also, belly hairs are gross. Gross things to draw. I'm very sorry. Let's check out the final reveal of our wonderful, wonderful Raticate. Eggsecutor is next. Now, is it Eggsecutor or Eggsecutor? I never really got that distinction. And of course, because they don't pronounce it often in the video games, I'm at a loss. I think it's Eggsecutor, opposed to like a killer egg that executes people. More like an egg being that looks after a will. Anyways, all I remembered about this was a big trunk with legs and big eggs. Coconuts? Are they coconuts or eggs, do you think? I mean, it is called Eggsecutor, so they're probably eggs. But they are placed like coconuts. And so I went with, the basics of what I thought were there. And I had a lot of fun drawing these faces, too. I love a good stressed out, worried, goofy face. And these eggs made plenty of opportunity for me to just have some fun with that. I did this Pokemon challenge last year, and it's really interesting to spend a year doing art online and then come back to the same basic challenge. It's really cool, actually, to be able to see the progress that I made in the course of that year. To see that this year when I was working on Pokemon from memory, they turned out just dramatically different. Not in essence, but in quality and in kind. And, it's a really great thing to come back to these challenges. If you're an artist trying to grow and you're having a hard time finding that growth for yourself, maybe do something that you did, a year ago, 2 years ago, and try doing it again fresh and see what comes of it. Because I really found myself enthralled with the difference. And not that I became like a phenomenal artist by comparison. It's just I could see for myself the core difference between them, and that made me incredibly happy. It made me feel really inspired by my own growth and to keep pushing on towards new growth. As we get close to the end of our Eggsecutor here, I really just love these goofy faces and these dumb, stupid feet. They really just have a charm to them. And I hope you enjoy the final reveal. Our last Pokemon for today turned out to be Skarmory. Now, I couldn't remember much about Skarmory except Big Metal Bird. And so that's all I sort of went with, was a bird in armor, because the word armor is inside Skarmory. I at least had the sort of phonetic advantage of being able to look at the name. And so I rolled with that. I made a big old bird in big old metal armor. And it's not Skarmory, but it's definitely its own distinct thing. So who is your favorite Pokemon? Mine are all from first gen, really, because that's the game I played first. It was like the foundational game for me, and I really like Charmander. That was my first starter. And you always sort of have a love for your first starter. Ponyta, I just like the fire tail and the fire style. And then Abra, I like this weird little goofy creature that grows up into this like gross spoon man. I also have, outside of the first generation, I have a soft spot for Trubbish because he's a bag of garbage. And that to me is the weirdest thing to have made a Pokemon out of. So yeah, let me know what your favorite is down in the comment section. I always love to hear. Also, I'll probably do this kind of challenge again, so if you have any Pokemon in mind that you think would be pretty funny, like, let me know. I've also recently just started doing some live streams here on YouTube, and maybe even this week we're doing Pokemon from memory again, just like as a warm-up for me to get something that I'm sort of used to. And so if you want to join that, like, make sure you're subscribed and stuff. And, you know, always love to chat Pokemon and draw bad versions of good characters. As for the Skarmory, you can see we're getting this sort of bulky armor coming together. I really liked the way the helmet formed the head and really just overwhelmed the birdness of it. And then into these stumpy little legs. Just big wings, tiny legs. It's a dream to me. That's going to be our Skarmory, so let's check out the final reveal on this Skarmory. And those are our Pokemon from memory for today. I hope you enjoyed them. Which one did you like the most? My favorite was Raticate. I just love having fun with art here on the internet. I do that through videos and live streams, both here on YouTube and over on Twitch. If you want to join in on the fun, you can subscribe. Help me reach my goal of reaching 1,000 subs this year. We're on the march to 1,000. We're going to do it. We're well on our way, and every sub makes a difference. But really, thanks for being here. If you have any ideas for future art challenges, just throw them in the comments. And until next time, keep being awesome. Bye.